Hi, Dave Hall, Game Director on Invincible Versus.
So Dave, how did Invincible Versus start? How did this project come to life?
Well, this project started probably about 3 years ago. I was working with my executive producer, Mike Willett, who's just off camera right here. There he is. But an opportunity came up. It's one of those things that we've always wanted to do since the Killer Instinct days is get back into fight games. It's really one of our just passions that we have. And an opportunity came up at Skybound to kind of create a fight game in the Invincible universe. And so we pitched it. Mike pitched it. We did this for about 6 months, give or take, until it finally got greenlit in February of 2024? 23. There we go. It's February 2023. We got the studio started.
Now talk a little about your team, because a lot of you are from Double Helix.
Yeah, we have a lot of Double Helix veterans here, kind of the core makeup of our team, our lead combat designer, our animation director, Don Waters, Bao Batista's here, our combat designer, myself, Mike, a couple others. But yeah, we really wanted that core team back that really kind of understood how to make a fight game and really had the passion to make a fight game, and then build a team around them with more people and kind of diversify from there and get younger, get talent in that from other areas that we didn't have before. And so for us, it was really important to kind of build our team up from the ground up, but also find people that were really passionate, just like we were.
Now, what was your biggest takeaway for you personally from coming off KI going into Versus? Like, what did you learn on that project that you took with you?
My biggest takeaway was that I'm really sad that we weren't on KI. So when that project left, we were really bummed. It was just one of those things. We had so much love for it. So when it was gone, we were definitely hurting, I would say. But we had fun on other projects. But when the biggest takeaway is we wanted to do it again. We love the FGC. We love making games for the FGC. I keep saying that, but it is so fun to have a passionate group of gamers that are waiting for the game you're making, and to get the feedback from them, and you get that feedback loop going. And so for us, it was really important just to get back into that environment. Wake up every day going like, what are we going to do that's awesome today? Let's give something great to the players. And so for us, it was just bringing the passion.
Now, where did you guys pull inspiration from when designing the gameplay mechanics and the style for Invincible Versus?
Yeah, so Invincible Versus, like when you're watching the show and you read the comics, like there's already teams made up in it. You got the Guardians of the Globe, you got the Teen Titans, you got all these teams already there. So
Team.
Yes. And so for us, immediately it became like, well, there's got to be a tag team fighting game. So we just kind of went back into our roots and we've all played the games through the years, the Marvel Capcoms, all these, the Dragon Ball FighterZs, all these incredible games. And so we just kind of started out from that direction, then wanted to put our own spin on it. So from the Killer Instinct days of kind of our back and forth combat as being pillars of our game. So like if you're in a combo, you always have an option to do something back to the person that's attacking you. So and to give that constant back and forth, you're always paying attention to what's happening. And so for us, that's our special gameplay sauce that we talk about. So.
Gone are the days when you get hit by Magneto and have to just put the controller down and wait.
Yes, we do not want the controller down moments. So we just want you to always be on the controller and looking and seeing what is the opponent doing. When can I break? When can I do something? When can I do my heroic strike? And when can I do my counter tag? So really important for us to keep that going.
What do you think your game offers in terms of someone who's was a big MVC3 player, or really likes Blaze Blue, or really likes Street Fighter? Like what's Invincible Versus for them? Like what's a good fit for them in the game?
I think for us, like our game, from the get-go, we designed it to be super accessible, super easy to jump in and play. So it's just fun to play, right? Like just jump in, press some buttons. We have a super open combat system, or combo system. So you can just do light, medium, heavy, special. You can do medium, heavy. You can do medium, crouching, medium, standing, medium, crouching, medium. We have our combo meter that kind of gives us bookends. So we have a combo meter that if you go too far in the combo, it's going to break out. So it's kind of our infinite prevention. But inside of that, the sky's the limit. So for us, it's like people that want to be creative with their combos, figure different routes out, kind of figure out the best route for them. When to active tag, which is a really big important part for us, because you're going to be in a combo, you can bring in your partner that continues the combo, actually lowers the combo meter, so the combo will actually go longer and longer.
So what's a big misconception from an outsider who knows nothing about game development, especially in fighting games? Because I feel like fighting game is a genre where a lot more goes into than other certain types of games like shooters.
Yeah, from a development perspective, I mean, we did have the experience of Killer Instinct, so we kind of know how to get it moving in a fight game. But honestly, it started in 2024. Was that the year? I already forgot. But when 2024, the first thing we did, we got in there, we got into the engine, and we locked the camera, and then we locked the players on a plane and had them move back and forth. So for us, we just take everything one step at a time when we're making the game. So it's first thing, get the camera right. Second thing, make sure they're on an axis. Third thing, pressing up jumps, things like that. So we just break down each and every system that we have and to start to work on them down the list.
How long does it take to fully design a character, getting them in the game and actually fighting and looking nice?
That's a pretty long process, and it kind of is always ongoing because as every character you add, you're also looking at how they interact with the other characters. So it's a pretty big process. It's usually 3 to 5 months, we'll say, somewhere in there, maybe a little longer than that. And there's also, like, we have concept art, we have the kind of the one-page briefs about what they're going to be, and then we have the more detailed CDDs, character design documents that we use, and then we actually get into the production of it, of actually making the animations, the VFX, and scripting, and then play testing to make sure it feels good, tuning, balance, it all kind of goes together.
And most importantly, they all have to be different too. It can't just be like a Ken Ryu situation, right?
Yes.
Like MVC2. Yeah.
Very important that we have that, like, kind of the unique style per character, something we're striving for on each of our characters, to make sure they have that play style that you can find as a player that you are. Like, do you like this? I love Bulletproof right now, for instance. I love his mix-up game. For some, I'm just attracted to it. It's like, it's kind of fun going high, low, doing rekkas, doing all this stuff. So for me, that's kind of who I'm attached to, but there's so many great characters, and they all play very different.
It's funny too, because the Invincible show is kind of what pivoted. It was already a popular comic graphic novel among readers, but like the show really puts it off into new heights. And there's such just a deep well of content to pull from that comic itself, not just the show, but just the comic.
Yeah, I literally have a document where I went into the comic, and every single decapitation or limb being ripped off, I just took a picture of it, put it in here so that we had reference forever of all the wonderful gore and explosive kills that we want to have in our game.
Now, do you have a release date yet?
2026.
You guys planning for cross-play at launch between Xbox, PS5, and PC?
Yes.
Roll back netcode? I'm asking all the hard questions.
Absolutely. We have the network engineer that we have, the lead network engineer, is Brandon Misak, who was the one on KI. And when KI came out, it was really well received. So our netcode's going to be incredibly strong.
Open beta soon. Where can people find more information about your game?
More information will be coming out soon on that. The marketing team has that under wraps.
And then my last question is, like, you're working with Skybound Games. Obviously, Invincible is just one of their IPs. That opens another well. Like, there's Walking Dead. There's other comics Workman owns because they're owning his own characters. Will we see crossovers from other comic lines come to your game?
I really hope so.